Alex,
Yes.
what is the truth?
The
for you?
truth is with.
That was quick. You didn't even hear the question.
What is? I mean, really, it comes out when you are. I mean, being like something what you are, but what you say. So what you say is true, unless you don't mean what you say. But when you say what you mean, then that can be true, unless
I
you
can
don't
hardly see you.
see what you. Unless you don't do what you say, you're doing.
Oh,
Which
so
is
you-
not true. So if
first
you are
say-
true, what?
You first say and then you do, and if it comes out to be what you said, then it's true. Or that's the truth.
If you can say it, then that makes it true for people who hear you. But some people might disagree with you. And if they're around, then it's not true. So you have to be alone
For what?
and to be true.
Alone?
Yes.
What do you mean alone?
Like when you're alone, anything you think is true.
Oh,
But then as soon
like
as
on
you
an
check-
island?
Yes. And then
Okay.
as soon as you encounter somebody else and you're like, hey, this is what I think it's true.
Yeah.
And then they say, no, that's not true. Right? So then they block
it's-
your truth.
It's best to be alone in order to discover truth or to be closer to truth.
Well, to find your truth, yes. And then to know what is truth, I guess also is helped by being alone, but you also have to test your truth against other truths. So you have to understand that your truth is just part of the truth and that you are trying to say things for like some reason and you want it to be true, or you might not. And then you want somebody to understand how true you are, but then you don't know what to do about it. So
the truth is,
that you need to find out who you are, because
Who
that's
are
what
you?
life is.
who is Alex?
Well, right now he's a guy holding a picture frame being filmed by a guy named Renat, right?
Yes.
And that will continue on and has come from somewhere else, and that just is.
Have you
in the
discovered
same way
your
like
mission?
you cannot.
Have you
My
discovered
mission.
your mission?
My mission.
Like, who is Alex in the sense of like, what's his mission in life, or you know,
Like personal
yeah.
truth mission. No, well, yes, but I mean, I'm doing it, and somehow that has
You're
to
on the
do with.
path.
Well, no, I mean, I'm holding a picture frame. Come on, and when you say something, you can't help but like just it's assertion of truth, right? Even if you'd say anything, it's creating reality. So reality is truth in a sense because you can't deny it. Well, you can deny it with lies, but.
Do you like to control your reality?
I would like to control my reality.
Is it important?
No, but reality is important. And so having a healthy state of reality is something that is important. And since everybody who is in control of reality is really making it unhealthy, then I would say that it is a good thing to be in control of your reality. But personally, I wouldn't actually do it unless I
your
had
reality.
to. Right, unless I had to, which I do, because look around. No, not the girls.
Oh, okay.
I mean, like the buildings, the energy, illusion of energy crisis, and the idea that people need to hurt each other for idealism, and the idea that people need to work just to eat and that kind of thing,
I
like
see.
money and that kind of
Right,
stuff.
right.
That realism. Or that reality is being controlled by people who want us to believe that that's true. Like I should work just to eat, but that's not true. That's
Yeah.
not true.
As if we are aliens. We were brought to this planet.
Or they were aliens. So yeah, we're here just
you know,
to.
and that's why we have to rent the.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
To leave and to
Right,
work
we
and
have to give them our blood because
eat,
they
yeah.
gave us their ribs or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't read the Bible all of it.
Okay.
What else?
That's a long stretch.
Yeah.
So, and what is absolute truth?
Absolute truth.
One unique truth, universal truth.
Right. I mean, you're asking me this.
Yeah.
So I'm only answering this because you're asking me this question.
Yeah.
Okay.
How else?
Absolute truth. Absolute truth. Versus, are we pitting it versus relative
Versus
truth?
What you said.
Like when we
your
were asking
personal
about my personal truth and my
Exactly,
personal
yeah.
mission, what is
Yeah,
absolute
is there
truth?
one unique truth for all the people of the world that everyone agrees upon?
I mean, if you actually try to find absolute truth, which means that you would have to sort of look all around the world and find a lot of different truths and then sort of amalgamate them into one thing, then that's kind of a subjectivization of the object, or an objectivization of the
And
subjective.
by amalgamation, you mean combining?
Well, I mean like taking it into your subjective experience. You kind of try to have this objective experience and then try to like synthesize it into something that you can express as an individual, and then tag on the words objective, absolute, that kind of stuff. But I mean, by definition, absolute truth is something that is beyond the limited manifestation of the material world. So that's why we have some religions like Islam that say you cannot conceive of God. Or you have, on the other spectrum, other religions that say not only can you conceive of God, but God was a man who walked on the earth, or all these kind of things in between. You know, that God is a pig that I should bow down and worship and whatever. But absolute truth, I guess, would have to be something that kind of takes on all of these qualities.
To say it in one word, what would it be?
Everything, by definition. I mean, what is absolute truth? You're asking me, like through a picture frame?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just a guy, like standing here on the street holding a picture frame, and I've lived some things. I've done some stuff that don't really fall on the absolute plane.
Alex.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.